So, hello. It's Trish. It's Wednesday, a little after 2. Just gonna hang on here for a second and see if I got anybody joining me today, because I got some stuff I want to share. Right now I'm listening to KC and the Sunshine Band. Music I grew up with in Florida. Hi, Dennis. Hey, what happened to my music? Hey, Rachel, how are you? Bring them on camera. Can I add you, Rachel? How do I do that? How do I do that? Carol? Cool. I don't know how this works, but I'm just seeing like all these new little features that go with our fabulous Facebook. Okay. So I guess that means you could jump on with me, right? I gotta learn about that. Anyway, turning my car on again here for a minute, just waiting for a couple people to come on here. I got a little song for you. I've got a song for you. It's not this one, but I just need to hear the rest of it. Get down, get down, get down, get down. I love the song. I love KC and the Sunshine Band. Music from South Florida. It's a chilly day here in the Midwest. What's the temperature today? It was like 30 something. Anyway, glare here. I'm gonna take these off, guys. I have some stuff I wanted to check in on here with you about, and it's kind of important. It's kind of cool. It's kind of revelatory for me. So I'm just gonna drink a little sip of my kombucha here. Have you guys tried this stuff yet? It's pretty cool. Great for the digestion. How is everybody on this Wednesday? Comment below. How you doing? Are you having a good day? Are you having a crappy day? What's up? How's it going? That's really good. So I'm going to be singing a little song here, and I don't know if she's going to be able to get on today, but I am going to be especially dedicating this song to my bestie Ellen Hofstadter Shapiro. In California. So I don't know if she's going to be able to get on here or not, but this is going to be a song for her. And there's a reason for that. And it's because I forgot to call her and sing happy birthday to her on her birthday in May. So I'm not going to sing happy birthday. Don't worry about it. But I am going to sing a song that's very special to her. And I'm going to send it out to all of my friends as well from the 1981 graduating class of North Miami Beach, and especially the cast members of Experience 81. So Tony Florio, Jackie Fleischer, Dana Chefs, Debbie Deal, Cheryl Burdick. There's so many of you guys. So I'm sending this out to you too, and maybe you guys will see it. So I have some big news. It's not really big news. It's big news personally for me, and I'm absolutely compelled to share it here. So first I'm going to sing a little bit of a song here. All right. And the song goes a little something like this. Day after day, I'm more confused. And I look for the light through the pouring rain. That's the wrong words, probably. I don't understand the things I do. I'm feeling the same. I can't even remember the words to it. I've got them written down here. Rhythm and rhyme and harmony. Anyway, guys, sing it with me right now. Give me the beat, boys, free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Hey, give me the beat, boys, free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. The bridge is the favorite of mine. And when my mind is free, no melody can move me. And when I'm feeling blue, the guitar's coming through to soothe me. Thanks for the joy that you're giving me. I want you to believe, I believe in your song. Rhythm and rhyme and harmony, 'cause you help me along. You're keeping me strong. Oh, give me the beavers, free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me the beavers, free my soul. I wanna get lost in your rock and roll and drift away. All right, that's all I'm going to sing right now because I have to get to the rest of this message. But I had to send that out, especially to my friend Ellen and my friends from 1981. Here's what I want to say, guys. And the reason why that song came to mind is because I've been very reflective recently. Because I found out some news about myself not too long ago. It's been actually just in the last month or so. And it's ironic. I should have been posting this last month because it was actually an awareness month for mental health and certain disorders like mine. And I didn't because I was kind of just in the middle of getting it all figured out and sorted out. But basically, I need to share a development in my life because once I got a hold of the reality of what it is, all of a sudden, a whole lot of things about my entire life started to become very, very clear, like from childhood on. Many of you who are friends of mine and who follow my page somewhat here know that in this last year, I kind of hit a wall. I had some health issues earlier this spring, and I've kind of had a health struggle with some stress and some health issues, arthritis, and aging related stuff. And so I've been on kind of seeking better health, and through a long process of probably close to a year now, it was finally determined through a lot of testing and a lot of process of elimination that I have been diagnosed with attention deficit disorder at the tender age of 54. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. But getting this diagnosis this late in life, and again, this is not just a flip decision, okay, because everybody has stress and everybody has stuff that goes on in their lives, and there's a lot of characteristics of ADD that are also present in other uh, psychological disorders, mental health disorders, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have ADD. So this was not something that was arrived at quickly at all. It's been my hand is shaking. Ow, my hands hurt. It's been a process, and because of my history with alcoholism, the medication piece for treating this is tricky because a lot of the most popular medications out there to treat this also have very addictive qualities. So I'm happy to say I am not on one of those medications. But getting this diagnosis after all of this kind of self-analysis and deep personal study I've been doing, and it's really been an eye-opener because it just explains so many things about who I've always been and how I've been. I have always been pretty much the classic overachiever, but always getting it done in the 11th hour. That show at night, Brian Williams, The 11th Hour. Well, that's me, the 11th hour, always, my whole life. I was always an honor student. I graduated with honors from high school. When I was attending college, I was always getting straight A's, but I also was always putting a lot of stress on myself as far as getting stuff done. Those who know me best will know that my closets are full of clutter. My desk, sometimes I can't find the bottom of it. Now, again, this is not stuff that's exclusive to having ADD, but this is stuff that's been going on with me my whole life. I'm very, very clean, but I'm also like chaotic and scattered and, have clutter. Clutter. Some other things that made sense, obviously, was my, my slow entrenchment into addiction, which didn't really, even happen until I was, fully an adult in my early 30s that I start sliding toward addiction. But no big surprise that people with ADD tend to also frequently struggle with addiction, as you turn to something as a way of coping. Suffice to say that I've heard a lot of definitions of it. I've heard a lot of ways to describe it, but my personal description that I got from somebody else who has ADD is that, my mind pretty much, not 24/7, but sure close to it. um, it feels like it's a television, and someone else has the remote and they're flipping it like this, boom, boom, channel, 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 channel. That's how my mind begins to function from the moment I become fully awake and aware in the morning. It starts like that. So, I was watching a Facebook Live by a young entrepreneur who also has been dealing with ADD for his whole life, but was diagnosed as a youth. He's younger than me. Um, and I was so intrigued by everything that he was saying because he described it as not being having a deficit, but having like an overabundance of attention, having too many available slots for input in your mind, so that you're either hyper focused on one task or you're trying desperately to pay attention to what somebody is saying to you, but at the same time you're thinking about your grocery list and what you had for dinner last night, and oh, my mom's birthday's in 2 weeks, and it's just incredible the way it works. And I think there's probably a lot of people walking around out there that maybe do have it, that are adults my age and maybe older, that have never been diagnosed. Obviously, it's been an overdiagnosis, as we know, to a degree as well, for people in generations coming after mine. But I have it, and the reason why I'm coming out with this right now is because I'm online, I'm on social media, I own a couple of online businesses, I've been a professional entertainer my whole life, I'm out in the public eye, people know who I am, and this is a truth that's happening for me right now. And it's important to share it because maybe it will help other people. Because recently, like I said, stress in my life kind of brought it all to the fore, and now I've got this diagnosis and I'm working through it, and I'm working with meds and not the addictive ones, and just kind of really getting a lot of clarity. At the same time, I'm getting clarity on just how incredibly complex my crazy brain can be sometimes. So it's going to be an adventure, but I absolutely felt compelled to put it out there, especially after watching this other young person, this millennial dude who's successful and is an entrepreneur and very inspirational and sharing his journey very publicly. So I'm going to be kind of doing the same thing because this is a journey that I'm on. And now that I finally know why it is that I've always felt like I never fit in, now that I finally know why I've always felt like the square peg in the round hole, I was always different, that I always felt like an outsider no matter what. And a lot of people don't think that. They don't maybe not know that about me, but I've always felt like you know I'm in this weird place that nobody could possibly understand. And it's not necessarily always a good one, but it's mostly good. Anyway, in honor of Mental Health Awareness, which was like last month, but is always ongoing, and certainly with the climate right now of our political landscape, with mental health being a huge topic of concern, especially as regards gun violence, and the fact that the person in the White House recently rolled back, the difficulties and the challenges that were laid out for a person with mental health to gain access to a weapon, to a firearm. Uh, I'm all for the Second Amendment. I don't give a crap really personally about owning guns. We have guns for protection, but I'm not interested. And the last thing I want to do is hold a gun. I'm I'm way too clumsy for that, and we've got toddlers killing their toddler friends. All right, so now here's a perfect example of my ADD. I'm going off on a tangent about gun control. I've got to run into a meeting right now at Caribou, my favorite place for coffee here in Minnetonka. But I just wanted to put this out there, and please know that you'll be seeing more posts about mental health coming from me, as I navigate this new and fascinating journey in the world of attention deficit disorder. It's not something like I'm proud of. It's scary, but it's good to know. It's good to know that I knew something was different about me, and it's good to have the validation. So I look forward to sharing the adventure with you guys. It's not going to be it's not going to be a negative. This is going to be a positive, right? It's a positive journey toward uh, self reflection and further self actualization so that I can continue my mission to affect positive change in this world, in my life, maybe even in yours. Happy Wednesday.